At these brothers. Man, I'm out getting my morning 10K steps in. And I was thinking about something, man. And once you understand this, it will instantly put you in the top 10% of movers in this world. I'm not saying you'll be in the top 10% financially or whatever, but you will have separated yourself from the masses just by doing this. Just by having a sense of direction. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always saying, a man must know who he is. A man must know where he's going. To be honest, I'm always saying it like that, but to be honest, it's actually the opposite way. It's actually a man must know where he's going in order to create the avatar that he must become. But I'm gonna tell you this, man, if you don't have direction in your life, if you haven't clearly identified where you're going, it's guaranteed that you're swimming in circles. It's guaranteed that you're swimming in circles. And what I mean by that is if your life is full of cycles, if you're seeing the same thing over and over again, it's because you have no direction. Thank you so much. That looks good. Thank you. It's because you have absolutely no direction. It's like we can talk about, it's a million things we can talk about when it comes to the creation process. And there are a lot of elements that must be in place. Side note, the recipe 2 is coming out and it's going to be a game changer. The recipe 2 will be out in a matter of days, a little bit less than 2 weeks, and it's going to be a game changer. I'm giving you the nuts and bolts of movement. The nuts and bolts of creating your own matrix where you can wake up and do what you want to do, have your own truth, how you want to do it. Like there's a means of creating that life, and we're going to break that down, right? But I'm going to tell you this. The way to separate yourself is at minimum having direction. This some kind of lemon tea, and it looks good, bro. And I was thinking about this, man, because I was just on the phone with my son a few minutes ago, man. We were having a heavy chop session, man. And like I tell a lot of brothers, I say, man, my son is like he's running circles around the majority of grown men. He's running circles around the majority of grown men. And I'm not saying that just because he's my son. I'm saying that because he has direction. There's never been a point in his life where he didn't know where he was going and figured out a way how he was getting there. You got to understand, most men don't understand that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's going to automatically put you in the smallest percent of mankind, because most men don't have that. And when I say having direction, like most men will say this. This is clear. This is 100% what I mean. Most men will say, or most men will know that they want to move, but they can't speak to where they're going. How copy? Most men can speak to they want to move, or they can mention of movement. Hey, I want to be. Hey, man, I'm trying to level up. I'm trying to get to a different place, man. My job management position, but they can't speak to where they're going. They can't speak to it in detail of what that place looks like. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you can't speak to what that place looks like, you ain't going there, bro. If you can't speak to exactly what it looks like, how it functions, what your frequency will be when you get there, how the people will move once you arrive, if you can't speak to it, bro, it'll be a cold day in Hades before you show up. I don't make the rules. I'm just giving you the game. You got to be able to speak to where you're going, man. And of course, in the recipe, we're gonna break this down to nuts and bolts and nickels and dimes. But you gotta be able to clearly speak to where you're going to, because this is why you gotta be able to speak to where you're going to. This is why. I don't think I ever say why. You have to be able to speak to where you're going to, because like once you speak to that, that's going to determine every single thing else about how you move. Like in a singular truth, I said a man's reality is created by his thoughts, his behaviors, and ultimately his actions. And what that man to understand is that same formula that created that world, his thoughts, his behaviors, his actions, that same formula that created his current world is the same formula that will create his new reality. But he has to be able to put different ingredients in there. You can't speak to a German cake unless you know what a German cake entails. So if you can't speak to your end goal, bro, you're gonna be eating the same bull crap pound cake for the rest of your life, complaining about it, whining about it, swimming in circles, having no idea just by clearly identifying your target will set you apart from the rest and start you to moving. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got it on my hand, brother. That compass. Direction is everything. Like, where in the cornbread hell are you going? Like, think about this, and I say this all the time. I can't even imagine. Like, this is what I think. I think my body, I think my mind, body, and soul would automatically shut down. I think I would short circuit. Like, real talk. I think I would short circuit if I was to ever wake up and not have some destination I'm moving towards. Because you gotta understand. When you move like that, when you have no direction, you automatically fall into the default, which is the direction of the world. I'm gonna say it again, man. I need you to understand what I'm saying. If you have no direction, you can only feast on the direction that the world gives to you, which is just keep going to work. Like, don't give us no hell. Just keep going to work. Just keep giving what the government gives you. And once you get to this golden age where your beard is frosty and your knees are weak, then we'll bestow a couple $100 a month on you, or whatever it is. Then we'll bestow it up on you, and then you'll be able to live. And what you'll understand is, even once you get to that point, if you follow their subscription, you'll still be in a world of hurt. So it's like, and at this point of the 100-year cycle, you can't be living life without creating your own matrix, bro. You just can't do it. Like, why would you endure that pain? Why would you endure that pain? The world we live in, man, with all the opportunity, where all middlemen are wiped out, where a man can move on his own accord. Why wouldn't you set your anchor somewhere in your mind and become a traveling man? Maybe some of y'all scared to travel. Maybe some of y'all are scared to walk them desert sands, man. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of my traveling brothers know what I'm talking about. Some people are scared to walk the desert, because this is the thing, and I get it. You gotta understand, once you set that destination, now you're Santiago. Once you set that destination, now you're Santiago. Now, once you set that destination and you leave the port, mom and daddy and government and school system, they have no jurisdiction over you. They can't cradle you every night and tell you it's gonna be okay. Once Santiago got on that boat, it was all him. It was all him, the universe, and oneness. Some of y'all scared to travel, bro. Some of y'all, and I'm talking about that inner work travel. I'm not talking about going from Dallas to Houston. I'm talking about that inner work travel. Going inside, doing that traveling to where it manifests, to where you're moving in the physical. Some of y'all are scared. Some of y'all are scared to take that route because it's dark. That's why I'm always talking about embracing the darkness, because until you embrace the darkness, we're talking about that heavy in the recipe also. Until you understand how to embrace that darkness, you will be so scared to walk with blindfolds on. Until you're willing to embrace that darkness, or until you understand how to embrace that darkness, until you understand that darkness is a part of you, it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be very scary, man, for you to live life with those blinders on and walk in the dark and explore new territories and create your own matrix. It's gonna be damn near impossible. Thank you so much. That looks amazing. Yep. One second, y'all. Is cash or cash? Thank you. No change. No change. Thank you. Have a good one. Most of y'all are scared of traveling in the dark, man. That's why embracing that darkness is so critical, man. Like, and that's why, like, when it comes to embracing that darkness, if I have one issue with religion, that will be the issue. I think religion is a beautiful thing because it's guiding you down a spiritual path, but you will hit a roadblock when it comes to that darkness, and you'll start calling out a devil and demon. You'll start calling out all this negative stuff when really you got to understand what that darkness is and understand that it's a part of you. Understand that it's a part of you. Man, I got one of my favorite meals, man. I think this is I just pointed at the picture. Pat Kapow, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna let y'all see what it is, man. That looks good, bro. Gotta go in. Yeah. So I'm gonna let y'all be great. I'm gonna let y'all make it while I eat. All I'm saying is, I'm gonna leave it at this, man. If you don't have direction, bro, you are swimming in circles. If you can't wake up every day and say, okay, you know what, this is my destination, and the fact that this is my destination is gonna be the foundation of every single thing I do. It's gonna be the foundation of every single person I talk to. It's gonna be the foundation of every action I take. It's gonna be the action of every text message that I send. It's gonna be you know what I'm saying? Every single text message I send is associated with my vision. Or we're not talking. Or I'll put it like this, or you probably don't even have my number. Anybody that can get in contact with me is aligned with my vision. If you don't have my phone number, it's for a certain reason. Now I'll say this, it might take me a long time to get back with people sometimes, man, and I gotta work on that. That's a problem of mine. I gotta get better on responding to people quicker. But I'm not even sending text messages to people if it's not aligned with my vision. What are we gonna talk about? If it's not about your end goal or my end goal or some means of us bro, I'm not even having those conversations. They don't even exist, bro. They haven't existed. If I'm lying and somebody watching this video has ever had a conversation with me that wasn't about moving forward, put a comment in the chat. If anybody watching this video have ever had an email, a text message, a phone call in the last 5 years that wasn't associated with you moving forward or me moving forward, put a comment down there and put what we talked about. If I'm lying, I'm dying, man. I don't play when it comes to this, bro. Direction? And I ain't gonna lie, I might drift every once in a while. Like, you know, every once in a while I'll make a poor decision. I will. But the fact that I have direction, as soon as I take one step off that path, it's been identified. The alarms are going off. Because I have direction. You gotta understand, that's how a man drifts. A man drifts because, think about a ship. A ship drifts because there's no end goal. If you get on Carnival Cruise and y'all twerking and y'all jamming boosting this way or whatever that song is, and the captain is saying, hey, I'm just gonna hit the gas, I don't know where we're going. We might end up in Bahamas, we might end up in Australia, we might end up in France, you know, who knows where we're going. But we just gonna hit the gas and go. Don't you understand? You're gonna be about 17 miles off the coast of Atlanta, going in circles for the next 30 years with no direction. That's why your life is doing like that, man. So going back to what I was saying, even that ship, if that ship is saying we're going from Miami to Turks and Caicos, it's gonna take this much time. If that boat goes off 1 or 2 degrees, all kind of alarms are going to be going off. Say, hey, no, we don't do like that. But without direction, that doesn't take place. That's how a man drifts. Man is not going to be perfect. But without that direction, he will quickly find himself in left field. And I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'm gonna let y'all make it, man. Enjoy y'all's day. Be blessed. And just understand, we have way more power than you think. We have way more power than you think, bro. But everything starts with that direction. Everything we talk about on this channel, I'm not saying it won't make sense to you, but it will. But it won't serve you. It won't be any value of you if you don't know where you're going. 95% of what we talk about on this channel, if you don't have any direction, then what I'm saying is probably just noise. It's probably just, what's so talking about? Type energy. Man, this spot good, man. My first time coming here, man. I don't walk by it a few times. I normally go to this vegan spot around the corner. They got some good acai bowls. Acai bowl, how you say that word? And some superb coffee over there. But I took a detour this morning, man, to see something different. And I saw this spot and said, I forgot about this spot. And hit it up, man. They got some good breakfast or lunch or whatever time it is. Whatever time it is. Who cares what time it is? We just wake up and live. We just wake up and be great. I'm gonna let y'all make it, man. Love y'all.